Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
So in honor of the Olympics, I have conned James into allowing us to do sports-related banter topics.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm excited about this. I don't know if anyone else is. I'm assuming some people are.
All
I
of
like
our
sports.
listeners are
I don't
excited.
know if Jane is excited. I don't know if James is excited, but I'm excited.
I'm literally wearing my United States soccer.
Yeah, I wore my stuff
It's true.
in honor as well.
Much sportier than James, for what it's worth.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's fair.
That's completely true.
That's,
But my question is, I guess we'll start simple, right? Maybe we'll get a little more complex as we get more recordings in. Favorite sport to play, favorite sport to watch.
Ooh, and you know what? Honestly, 4 years from now, when we're still recording this and the Olympics come around again, then we can see if it's changed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We can do a status update. I think Jane's is the same, but let's
soccer.
Yeah, that's
But
kind of what I figured.
actually, I will say that kickball,
That
great
was gonna
time.
be mine.
super
good
fun to
one.
play.
Yeah, very different than soccer.
I was
So
I was in
different.
like a beer kickball league, and that was so much fun. I had so much fun every single night
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
played, and it was a bunch of adults like playing playground games, and so playing kickball is really up there for me.
I have a friend who's in a kickball league right now, and she was talking about it, and I was like, "You're right. Kickball is dope."
Dude,
I
it's so fun.
completely misunderstood. I thought you were saying that your favorite to play was soccer and your favorite Olympic sport to watch was kickball. I'm like, there is Olympic
That would be
kickball.
awesome.
That
I
would be
wanna watch
cool.
that.
Yeah,
There's
Olympic
just going to
kickball.
be some like fucking folks out there with legs the size of
Yeah.
like
Tree
howitzer
trunks.
cannons.
That's
Just
why I was
shooting
good at
balls.
kickball. Just put some leg into it, dude.
I do
Get the
think
shit out of it.
I think Summer Olympics has Olympic handball. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
too.
That's pretty fun to watch
I
too.
watched some last night, actually.
Also fun to play, but scary kind of.
My favorite to watch is probably Ryan's favorite to watch and play. I don't know. But the best sport to watch live or on TV is hockey.
Hockey.
Oh, hockey
Mm.
rules.
It's
Not even close.
so much fun to watch.
Mhm.
It's your favorite for both.
No, I don't know if kickball really is my favorite to play. I know it's not like you don't play this, but I had a lot of fun running track. That was like a really fun competitive thing that I did growing up. Football was fun in the moment, but I was telling Jared on the way up here, like, I don't really like how much I got hurt.
Yeah.
It was like really rough.
Football, yeah.
But yeah,
Wait.
I think my favorite sports to play are like in, what's up?
You got injured playing football?
Almost
No way.
constantly.
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my memory loss is probably from the CTE that I don't know that I have.
Yeah.
But I like playing backyard sports like backyard baseball,
Yeah, yeah.
kickball. Those things I think are my favorite to play.
I sometimes am like, I miss playing soccer, and then I'm like, also don't miss getting my ribs broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fair.
Don't make soccer sound tough. It's
Oh, whatever.
I like watching basketball. That's probably my favorite.
Mm.
Because of the recent success of the Nuggets. Actually, I've always watched the Nuggets and enjoyed it. But yeah, like backyard football, I love. And I was always just like, designated offensive lineman. So it was really easy for me to just go out there and know my role.
Mhm.
And so, and I was pretty good at it, at least on a very recreational basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'll go with.
Nice. I think Jason nailed it. I grew up playing hockey and watching hockey, and ever since Jason and I started hanging out and playing hockey on Xbox, probably the greatest sporting spectacular events that you can watch is Jason and I playing.
how many games do you think we played each other?
I don't know. I was just going to bring that up though. Before I met Jason, I was stationed in Washington State and I had a roommate, and I remember having like NHL 03 or something on PlayStation or whatever it was. And I was playing one time, and my roommate who'd never played before, I was like, hey, can I play? And so over the next year and a half that we lived together, we played and we started keeping track of wins and losses. And after us living together, we had a scoreboard that we hung that showed our records. We finished 84 and 84 games.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Incredible.
super, super cool. but it also
That's
felt like
two
a game.
full
Yeah.
seasons of hockey.
That's 2 full seasons of hockey. Yeah,
That's true.
Plus some postseason. So I haven't played hockey in a really long time. I ride my bike a lot, which I really, really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say probably cycling is my favorite athletic thing to do, I guess.
We were watching the men's time trials in cycling yesterday.
It's crazy,
It's
right?
intense.
Yeah.
And like it was pouring down rain
Yeah.
and they're
Mhm.
still pulling like 52 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
It's also,
Skidding sideways when they fall, just
Mhm.
like
oh God.
it
Well,
looked
that was,
horrible.
I think was it one of the US racers who like had he had a crash
Yeah.
and like still finished all things considered pretty fucking
decent,
strongly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the women fell and got bronze. So,
Yeah.
Whoa.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
and it was
cycling too.
It was a
It's-
tough fall.
yeah, it was brutal.
I don't. Watching is pretty easily football for me.
But is that an
I-
Olympic sport?
Yes, I love the pacing of football. It's the best.
Mm.
I love the drama of football. It's the best. I love the play style of football. It's the best. A pass going through the air is the most beautiful thing on earth.
It really is.
Playing though, I think I would say baseball. I
Yeah,
really enjoy
baseball's
playing
fun.
baseball.
Nice.
Baseball is surprisingly more internet. Every time I like learn more about baseball, I find that it is far more international than I thought it was.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching Deadwood, and they're talking about baseball
Mm-hmm. In
back
Chicago.
on the East Coast and in
Ugh.
Chicago, and it's like that just gives you an idea how fucking old baseball
Ah,
is.
the old baseball.
Yeah, they were playing it, talking about the Black Sox or the White Sox in
White Sox
Chicago.
in Chicago.
I think Matt and Jason and I went to a Rockies game a handful of months back, and I think it's the most fun game. It's the Quaxa Quinlanburg of sports because you can go
Nice.
and you can like be involved and you can watch, but you can also have completely involved conversations about anything else,
Mm-hmm.
which I really love.
And stadium food.
Yeah.
Stadium
I
food's
love
awesome.
stadium
There was
food.
a free hot dog day
Hot
that day
dogs.
too.
Stadium
We did
hot
get
dogs.
free hot
Yeah, we got
dogs
free
that
hot
day.
dogs, which is pretty,
Oh God, I love a hot
pretty
dog.
awesome.
That's
Me
cool.
too.
Imagine if it was free though.
It goes-
Mhm.
Even better.
It's so much better when it's free.
Okay, the genuine soulful joy on your face
Yeah.
when you're telling that, Jason.
did.
It just
It was like free hot dog at a
Like,
baseball
yeah.
game.
the
Like,
happiest
come on.
I've
We
seen
didn't
That is
Jason
pretty
all day.
great.
We
know
were like
that
going
mo-
through the gate and they're like passing out coupons. Here's your free hot dog. I was like, what?
In Kong Skull Island, where John C. Riley's character is like, I just want a hot
Uh-huh.
dog and a beer and baseball. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
felt that when he said that in that
Yeah.
movie.
when you started to say John C. Riley, I thought you were going to say John Cena. I'm like, I do not remember seeing
Bum,
him in
bum,
that
bum,
movie.
bum.
He
But I
was-
guess that's the point.
He was in the King Kong suit, actually.
Yeah.
He was King Kong.
That's why the ape was like doing the hand in front of the face thing. Okay, I think I haven't gone because I was like, oh, Jane. But I was like, no, Jane just got hers done in like 10 seconds. Soccer next.
Yep.
With
Moving
the
on.
caveat of maybe kickball soccer.
Mostly soccer.
She only likes to play sports where you kick a ball. That's it.
That's true.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
right.
overlap.
If it has hands, she's not in it.
Yeah.
Did you
No.
ever play chair soccer?
No.
What is that?
What is chair
We
soccer?
played chair soccer in our youth group, which is super cool. But you have like 4 chairs and you line them up and that's your goal. And if you score a goal, you take one of the chairs to your side
Oh,
and your
yeah.
goal gets bigger and their goal gets
Oh.
smaller.
Oh, that's cool.
And you try and take all the chairs to win.
Interesting. No, I thought it was like you can only play if you're like scooting in a chair.
No, that sounds awful.
You have a chair in front of you when you hit the ball with the chair.
I will say one time when I was, I don't know, a tween, somewhere along the soccer years, I don't know why this happened. For some reason, I got put in goal for a game, which was like not the position that I played ever, per Jason's comment that like, I can't do a sport that uses my hands. And I can still remember my coach like scream as like goals are getting shot on us constantly. And I'm trying to like kick them out of the goal and like block them with my feet. Him just like screaming, like, pick up the ball with your hands. Like, he was so upset. I was like, I couldn't do it. Like my brain doesn't work that
Does
way.
not compute.
Yeah.
I don't think I play many. I mean, I've done so few sports in my life. I don't think I play many sports that exist in the Olympics. So I think my only answer for sport to play is probably fencing, which does exist in the
Mm.
Olympics.
I'm going to say
That's
you
true.
are the only one who has literally done a sport that in the Olympic style, I feel
Yeah,
like.
that's true.
Because you did like Olympic style fencing, right?
I did foil and épée fencing in college. And I think Olympics is foil, épée, and saber, but I never did saber. Oh, yeah. I mean, it just got nerdier because as I've talked about it, then went from doing like foil and épée in college to doing like Society for Creative
That's what I was
Anachronism,
saying, you
like
did SCA
full,
stuff, right?
full
Yeah.
contact.
I've done bail and wire fencing.
Yep, that's fair.
It's a good
Mhm.
joke. It's a good
Mhm.
joke, Trent.
You look so pleased.
Yeah, I
I
was pretty
think-
pleased.
I think my favorite sport, the truth is that like, especially at this point, like televising the Olympics is so good that all of the sports are really easy to watch.
Yeah, it's true.
But I think the one that I have like the strongest memory of watching and being like, oh, that's wonderful. And I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much was like one year during the Winter Olympics, I think I lost like a whole afternoon watching curling.
Everyone has.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
it is one of the most fascinating sports to watch. It's also like, there are some, the truth is like, I'm not great at sports. As I loved games, but I liked learning them. But I remember as a kid, like trying to watch sports and being like, I don't know that I understand all the subtleties, but like curling, it's all there.
Yeah.
You score where the thing is at and other people can do some stuff.
You know
I
how
feel like
sometimes British people have like really almost boring games that you're like, oh, that looks fun as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what curling is to me.
Bocce ball,
Bocce ball.
Bocce ball
Yeah, I love
rules.
bocce ball.
Croquet.
croquet. Yeah.
Yeah, I do get really excited for the Olympics. I'll also say I saw a really great Twitter thread on this, and I'll cut it short because we've been bantering for like 10 minutes. The graphic design this year at the Olympics is genuinely beautiful. If you get a chance to check it out, not just like the overlays, which I noticed because we were watching, what was it? The US Zambia
Yes.
game.
Yeah.
Wow. The disdain.
I was just trying to
From
remember
Jane
who was
right
playing.
Remember. This
The
was like,
disdain right now.
But like I didn't love the lower third overlays. I thought they took up a lot of the screen. But like the ongoing score overlays were really well designed. But if you look at the iconography they're using to depict each sport, because if you go back, there's a lot of like pictographs of like stick figures doing it. But this year are these gorgeously balanced, like icons, badges almost that are so aesthetically pleasing in the way they're designed. And I think it's something that like plenty of people talk about it, whether it's like the outfits they wear during the opening ceremonies, but like the visuals, and the designs that come through in the Olympics are just fucking awesome.
I love how artsy the Paris Olympics already are.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
Lots
Even-
of flair.
Even the
Gojira.
A in Paris looking like the Eiffel Tower a little bit, which one of Jane's cousins pointed out to us the other
My
day.
cousin, who by the way is like 7 years old, he was like, "Oh, it's really cool how they did Paris to look like the Eiffel Tower." And me and James were like, "Oh shit!"
Because it's
You're
like
right.
a really subtle
Yeah.
hint on the A. But I'm like, damn, that's a good eye. Speaking of a good eye, something we won't entirely have this episode, I want to give everyone a little bit of a heads up on timing. This will be our shortest turnaround release on an episode ever. That matters not because it should have any effect on quality, crossing my fingers there, but because it means that I think next weekend is Gen Con. And that means that for those of us who are Paizo subscribers, Player Core 2 is out in the wild as a PDF. Yeah, so 3 of our classes at the table are all heavily affected by Player Core 2. And at least one of us has an archetype that's Player Core 2 updated.
Mm-hmm.
We have not fully updated everything to Player Core 2. We are doing our best to remaster. We have our spacious pouches. We have our ranked spells.
Yeah, I've got my spacious
Guarded
pouch.
steps.
Yep, we're taking our guarded steps and our reactive strikes. We're making people off guard when they're flanked. That being said, you're going to hear some inconsistencies with Player Core 2. I know Arthur is still legacy content. Jonas is still primarily legacy content. Ari has some Player Core 2 stuff in play, but we haven't had time to like fully this week read through every part of Player Core 2. So if you are listening now or in the future and you are far more familiar with Player Core 2 than we are, please forgive us, and we're doing our best.
I might try and, because some things may change pretty drastically with Arthur as a champion, I might try and have like a story element to why his stuff is changing.
Well, honestly, I think it was 1 or 2 episodes ago where you were sort of talking about how Arthur is at a weird point where like he is still a last wall knight, but he is sort of realizing that like maybe this is a new kind of a new like purpose for him. And so maybe there is some shift there. But I think what we really need to be thinking about for Arthur is this critical hit
whether he's going to die.
that you
no.
took at the end
Uh-oh.
of the last episode.
You're going to need a
You'll be
story
fine.
for your death.
Yeah, you had a new character lined up?
Good thing is Player Core 2 is coming out.
Yep.
So some really cool stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah, I hear the Alchemist is looking pretty good now.
Yeah.
Actually, no joke. I'm just absolutely impressed with Paizo's work on Player Core 2 and bringing some of those classes into a more like mechanically and narratively consistent place that just looks wonderful. I think that they are fully, I don't know fully, but I think they are far less burdened by 3rd edition now
Yeah, I
in
think
their class design, and I think the classes benefit from it so much.
the Barbarian and the Alchemist, I think, made some really cool upgrades
Oh, yeah.
that make them more fun to play.
The Alchemist looks dope.
Yeah, the Alchemist looks awesome.
Anyway, we're all stalling because we
Yeah, I
love
know.
Arthur.
Yep.
And I can't believe we're going to kill a second one of Trent's characters.
It's
Hey,
all right.
Trent, so I've been
It's
leading
fine.
up to this episode, I've been full on like ripple shuffling my critical hit deck.
Uh-huh.
So you want to give me a like a D6 or a
I'll
D4
give you
roll
a
for
D-
how many cards I should draw down to
I'll
find
give
this
you a
crit against
D4.
you? Me, let's do this on mic, see if it works.
That's a 3.
It's a 3. All right, here we go. Jane, you want to cut the deck?
Sure.
Please don't decapitate me.
It'd be really funny if we then double drew
Yeah.
decapitation, which is why I like shuffling the deck versus just straight drawing it. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, what kind of attack is this? I got so excited. I think it's a bite, which I think makes it piercing.
It's a reaction, which means that it's very low stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Whatever your lowest is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ooh, well, could have been worse, but it's not great for you.
Mm-hmm.
Pierced elbow.
Ow.
Ouch.
You don't need Tommy Jones.
Critted
It's
your
like your
elbow?
funny bone.
I can feel that.
So it'll do its
Tommy John.
it'll do double damage, and then you will drop one item you're holding randomly determined by the GM.
I'm only holding one item.
Yeah, makes it pretty straightforward.
Yep.
But it could have been a lot
Boo.
worse.
Yeah.
The other ones that I drew past to get there included being sickened 3.
Well, that wouldn't be great.
Yeah. How do you feel about spending a whole combat just making retching sounds
retch.
just often enough of mic that I can occasionally edit it in, but mostly leave it out for
I
our
can do that.
listeners?
Got my acting.
It's in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, channel your Nicolas Cage and perfectly hit your lines. All right, here we go. We're going to double this damage. And as it dies, so I guess the grab doesn't matter because it's dying. So here we go. Ooh. Okay. Could be a lot worse. That's going to be 26 points of damage.
I'm down.
Wait, did I do that right? That's 9, 12. Sorry, 24 points of damage.
I'm down.
How are you down from that?
I was already at 22.
Great.
Okay. Well, don't worry. You're now also going to take 2d4 persistent bleed.
Oh, no.
Oh, good.
Now that's a crit, so you're straight to dying too.
Yep.
But that was your turn, and green, the thing with, okay, we all know it's a gibbering mouther, like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, yeah.
That green one is now gone, which just leaves us with purple and pawn, because that's what I had left on the map. All right, it's now purple's turn, and if I remember correctly, purple was one of the ones that's affected by your debuff, Ryan, right? One of the two was hit by your debuff.
Yes, purple.
All right, so that's gonna be a -1 on attacks, if I remember correctly, from succeeding calm. I think it failed, and then the other thing.
Let me look it up.
Okay. It's already in place up there, right next to Ari. So I think it's gonna go for Ari.
Minus one.
-1. All right. All right. I'm gonna use my giant purple die. I think got some magic going
Do the
on here.
thing, Ari.
Nimble dodge. Good looking out.
Yeah, I got you. I got it
That's-
too, so.
That's fucking teamwork. All right. So that is going to be a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
Even with
Actually, no, it's not because of the nimble dodge.
hell yes.
I'm still letting that coffee sink in.
You know what? For some teamwork.
yeah.
Hey.
Deserved.
Way to go, Jared.
I love it.
When we were playing the beginner box of my family the other day, Lily and Nolan kept making sure their final action was to raise their shield.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm so fucking proud of you both.
Yeah, it's a classic for a reason. Mm-hmm.
I want to hear more about that because even just that sentence is so
Oh, yeah.
charming. When I was
Yeah.
playing the beginner box with my family, oh god. All right, it's gonna go to second attack here. And yeah, there's no. Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay. That's It'll try to bite you.
Me?
Yep. And
What?
that's gonna come to a 20 to hit.
Miss.
And it'll
In
go for
honor
broke.
of the Olympics, you have to say moi.
Mwah.
What?
17 will also be a miss. All right, we're going to the pawn one. The pawn one is also still at you because even gibbering mouthers
rude.
aren't going to hit a Trent while he's down.
So rude.
I'm really fucking scared right now because I've been rolling horribly.
Listen,
For
bro,
like
3
3
weeks.
months.
And
That's
that's
true.
persistent bleed.
until you went down and all the caffeine I've had today went right into my chest. And now I'm so scared that you're going to die.
Ooh, okay, Jane. This is going to be a 32 to hit.
That is a crit.
Good.
Oh,
God.
Uh-oh.
If it makes you feel any better, that was a very, very good roll. Does that help?
No.
Oh, okay, that was also a good roll. It's going to be 15 points of damage
Okay.
and a D4 persistent bleed.
Blech. Do I take that right now, or
no, you take
at
at the
my
end
turn?
of your turn.
Okay.
Yes. So you know what? Just remember, you've got bleed. You've got bleed.
Yeah,
I was
thanks.
pointing at Trent for the second one
Yeah,
for
appreciate
our
that.
audio audience. All right, Jane. Second attack from the pawn mouther. Oh, that's
No.
and that's a card.
Oh no.
Ew.
This got
What are you mad
bad.
about?
Yeah.
Like, why are you?
We just got
Yeah.
here.
Why? Are you,
But I'm not,
Is this
So,
because we
like-
mashed everybody in that side quest?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Spoiler alert.
What
Yeah.
side quest?
hasn't come out yet.
Yeah. All right, Jane. Roll a d4 or a d6 for me. Would
I'd
you
rather
like
not.
a d4 or a d6?
Taking Trent's.
Okay.
No. Okay.
You have like 3 sets of dice in the other room.
Two.
Okay.
Is that why you're rolling bad? She's using your dice,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, your gross
Put that on the
fingers
other
all over
side.
my dice.
Oh, okay. Here we go. You are going to, instead, that D4 persistent bleed is a D6 persistent bleed.
Gross.
Could be a lot
Hate
worse.
that.
Okay. You are going to take 22 points of damage.
Yikes.
All right. It's got a
Don't like
third
that at all.
attack.
This
Oh.
sucks.
All
Oh.
right. And that's going to be a 9 to hit.
That's a hit. Just kidding.
I was like, wait, what?
Whoa.
Yeah, for a second I was like, what happened?
I just had a flash over to fucking Fantasy Grounds, which Trent and I play one of our online games in, which has had a bug for some characters that removes their proficiency with their armor. So
Yeah.
we've been at like 13th level, and I'll roll a hit, and it's like critical. I'm like, how is it? And they're like, oh, sorry, I had 0 proficiency in my armor and the coding. And I was like,
Yeah, that's a miss.
okay, that's your turn. Jonas, it's your turn. I believe you've succeeded. I think everyone except for Trent succeeded their will saves and are
Yep.
immune for a minute.
Wonderful.
Keep
So-
mentioning it.
Casting Calm Emotions gives activates my blood magic, so I'm going to take a +1 to my diplomacy. I'm going to move.
Yeah, you're in the northeast corner. I guess we haven't
Yeah,
reset the
I'm
scene
gonna
this episode.
move-
You're like what?
I'm
At this
gonna
point, you're
move-
almost 80 feet underground. You're in a
4
room.
squares to the south.
Okay, yeah, so you move south.
towards the game master. Then I'm going to 2-action cast Blazing. Is it Blazing Bolt now?
You're gonna light me on fire.
I'm going to light something on fire.
I think it is Blazing
You
Bolt.
get
Did they-
persistent.
This
I'm
is
gonna
what you said in the
2-action
chat,
cast
Trent.
Blazing Bolts.
This is for what you said in the group chat.
Purple.
Yes, Ryan was threatening to start the game
Pawn.
extremely early this morning, and
Yeah.
Trent took it personally.
Quite personally, some might
I'm
have.
not even going to tell you. I missed on both.
And you don't have any patches, do you?
I sure don't. I got 3 bottle caps from my other game.
I don't.
No.
Unfortunately, not a
Cross-game
transferable
bottle caps.
currency.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, not legal tender.
No, I missed. And that's a hostile action towards purple, so his effect ends.
Okay, good to know. Ari, it's your. Actually, you should double check on that. Does it still go away on the success? We know it goes away on the failure state goes away, but we weren't sure if the success states go away. Check on that
Oh, that's good.
because we had this discussion last episode.
Mhm.
Ari, how you feeling?
Bad.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
I hate this game.
Oh no.
Yeah, still -1.
Okay, so purple.
hmm
I'm just
This mound of talking flesh, multiple mouths and eyes rolling around, like
I
a
don't even know
cancerous growth.
how a swashbuckler is supposed to
Cronenberg.
swashbuckle
Yeah,
against a mound of flesh.
it has no buckle to swash.
Yeah, I can't buckle my swash.
Well, you can grab it. That's always a choice.
I'd rather not. I'm gonna try to push it.
You can try. You can try to trip it.
Gross.
Do they even have feet? Like, what do you even trip?
Let me see if it says immune to trip. Let's
Kick
see
it in
here.
the nuts.
Don't get lured into his
you know-
BS.
Yeah, right.
does
I
not
feel like this is a
say-
trick.
That it's immune to trip, and so I feel like it has to move. So there's a way in which, like, as it's moving, you can
Okay,
just
I'm
like
gonna try to
roll
trip
it onto its other flesh
And so
side.
it bites you with its other mouth.
You guys watch
Right?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yeah, it's like
They're
that.
like trying to trip me what?
Yeah.
But like, well, Meatwad's rolling, you just like catch him off a little
Yeah.
bit, right?
Like
how many?
it's like rolling towards you and you get it off balance and then it just like rolls uncontrollably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's sort of, you dare question the word of the mighty Jimmy?
Okay, we're tripping.
We tripping?
We're tripping.
We're tripping wolves right now.
Yeah.
20.
20
20 to trip.
total?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss. That's close. You almost tripped it.
Damn it.
Are you sure we're not level 5?
Yeah.
I'm very sure.
Right.
You know, every time you ask that, I take 1 XP away from the next reward I'm going to give you.
You move the
We are
goalposts
thousands
further.
of XP in the hole.
I'm like this close to being like, whatever, we're just gonna become werewolves. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I hate this. This whole like journey has been terrible.
Nikolai has thought about whether or not he can like old yeller you guys. if it comes to that.
As long as we don't have to do where the red fern grows.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna cry real
Lots of-
whole ass
lots
tears
of-
on this podcast if we red fern grows it.
I mean, Old Yeller is not that much better. Okay.
I always confuse Lassie and Old Yeller though, and it really
yeah,
irritates me.
drastically
no, literally,
Drastically
James
different.
said something about Lassie, and he was like, "It's really sad how they like kill Lassie in the end." And I was like, "That does not happen."
Yeah.
Lassie just saves kids.
More
Saves
people
Timmy
would have been
over and
more.
over.
People would have been more pissed about that ending than the Game of Thrones ending if Lassie died.
Yeah, it's like I'm quite
Lassie
sure you're talking about
actually
Old
becomes
Yeller.
a demigod. And
Lassie cannot be killed.
Lassie
Okay.
was my one chance to grieve out alone.
Oh my God.
Just like an entire generation of people
Yeah.
go John Wick. Okay, anyway, I'm just gonna stab this thing with the big scary kukri.
You can use a slashing weapon, or is a kukri versatile, or is it just slashing?
It is-
probably is.
I don't think so. I think we've had this conversation
think it's
before,
just
and it is
slashing.
slashing.
Yeah, I think some things you got to give up over the dagger or short sword.
Yeah.
Just-
Wait, so I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. The slashing isn't good?
No, slashing works.
Why are you saying it
totally
weird?
Fine.
I feel like
Because
it
that's what he
doesn't.
does.
Mhm.
I hate
So-
this. I feel like I'm getting
You fall for it
Gaslit.
every time.
I
You
know.
are getting. It's
You
like
already said it. Just do it.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, all right, fine, we're doing it.
you don't even know if you're
Second
getting.
attack.
Oh,
penalty.
natural 20.
Wow, wow,
Nice.
wow.
Critical hit.
Jane's
Great.
gonna roll, and it was real good.
Yeah,
All right, roll
I
that
feel like-
d6 or a d4 for me.
I thought you were going to take a picture of it.
I was thinking about
Hey,
Yes. That will be Jane's only representation on
Yeah.
her social media feed is when she rolls
Yeah.
20s.
One
Yep.
natural 20.
And I
Yep.
feel
She
like
posts
the
once every
universe
6 or
is
7
going to
years.
like just kick back and be like, fuck it, your whole feed now is just 2020, 2020,
Once upon a
2020.
time, Ryan, you were my only ally in this, and
still am.
look at how quickly things have changed.
What'd you roll,
It's
Jane?
just funny.
Peer pressure.
Oh wait, I don't have panache. Fuck, sucks so bad.
But remember, from what I understand of reading the new rules, it looks like I've seen nothing. Now, it may be a misprint. They have to fix with technically a day one errata. But in Player Core 2, it just says that swashbucklers deal their precision strike damage. And there's nothing in reading the panache section that says it only applies during panache. Panache is clear that you need it for finishers.
Yeah,
So I think you do still apply your precision damage in
Yeah.
Player Core 2.
it's still not as good as it could be, but it's 14.
Well,
points
first you got to
damage.
give me a D4. to
Yeah,
figure
I
out
said
which card.
6.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Do you roll a
How dare
6 on
you.
a D4? That's freaking really good.
That's Jane's
Oh,
list
yeah.
has
He said
shifted.
D4 or D6.
/ Oh, I'm so sorry, Jane. That is actually an inaccurate number now. Because this crit is titled Pain and Simple.
Ah,
Triple damage.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's see if we can get this one alive.
So
can
do
I
that.
just?
There's
just
gotta
do
be
that
more
and then
than
just roll
one.
a normal non-crit and give me the total. And you know what? Because we're going to have to do some of it.
Wait, what are you wanting me to do right now?
Just give me triple damage however you best want to get there.
I'm just gonna triple what I just rolled.
Well,
No.
was that already doubled what you just rolled?
Yes.
No, I rolled 14.
Oh, that was the flat.
I believe you.
Yeah.
That was the
I
flat
thought
damage?
it was total.
No, that's flat roll. 14 points of damage.
Okay,
so that's 52.
42.
It is.
Incredibly quick math.
42.
Incredibly quick math.
The best number.
It
Jane,
is.
were you
Some might say.
attacking purple
It
or
is.
pawn?
Purple.
Okay.
It's the answer.
Purple.
It's the
The
answer to
life, the
everything.
universe, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. 42 points of damage on that crit. Now you did just hit it with a slashing weapon.
Yeah,
So as a reaction, the gash that you just cut into it,
yeah.
like you see the muscles hardening into
Disgusting.
small little muscle spikes as it then tries to jump back, like almost around the slash up your arm to bite into you.
Gross.
Horrible. I
Yeah.
can't nimble dodge again, right? Because it's all within the same turn.
No, it is your turn. Your
So it's
reaction
like-
is now technically back. So you
All
could
right.
use it on this or save it for something
I'm
else.
gonna use it on this nimble
All
dodge
right.
because I'm about to go down.
Okay, that's yeah. So that's MBD 34.
Crit.
Mm.
No, wait. Math. 8. Yeah, fuck, goddamn. I'm glad I checked. 31, which I think is not a crit
with
because
nimble
of
dodge.
nimble dodge.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nimble dodge is pulling some fucking weight.
But I think you're still down.
I'm still. It's, yeah.
Yeah, but
You
you're
gonna
dying
die.
1 and dying 2 are very different
True.
things.
Yeah, you're telling me.
All right, Jane, you're going to take 12 damage?
Down.
Oh, did you have like 11 health?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Damn.
Exactly 11.
And you have persistent bleed.
Oof.
Womp.
Man, if
Good
only
luck,
you all
guys.
had non-slashing attacks.
Shut up.
All right. So Jane, it's the end of your turn. I need
Yep.
you to. You're going to take precision damage,
Oh, no.
which doesn't
Rather
matter.
not.
You're going to go straight down to dying 2 immediately. And now roll a flat check for me to see if you recover. Okay, what'd you roll?
5.
Okay, so you don't recover from that. Now, if I understand the rules correctly, I think it's at the beginning. It's when it becomes your turn that you roll a death save. So I think you do have until it is your turn again before your first death save
Yeah, I think that's
occurs.
true.
So, hello, Nikolai, healer.
Hey.
How you feeling, friend?
Busy.
Yeah. Does it,
I like
does
it.
A little
help that you were-
overworked.
My waiting room just filled up.
Now, the good news is that the two people who are down
Are directly
right
next to
next
you.
Yeah, that's true.
So I will battle medicine Arthur on the
Amazing.
first one.
Because it's just a new day. Because you rested in the
Yeah.
secret room.
Mhm.
Oh God, battle medicine is one of the greatest abilities to make sure clerics do not just have to dump all
Yeah.
of their spells
100%.
into healing.
Arthur has it too.
It's also really nice to be able to take some of that off there. I think
yeah.
in a game in which there is so much like tactical movement around combat, adding in skills to heal like that is just, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary. Like plenty of people will take things that aren't battle medicine and that's a good contribution, but it feels fun.
19 points to Arthur.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going for Ari on this next one.
Okay.
I'm doing the 20s on these, by the way.
Jason, as I was sharing this before we started, like one of the things I love about this table is that any of you can look and be like, oh, look at that mechanically really great option. And then be like, or narrative, shoot yourself in the foot and be like, going for
Yep.
the narrative. I never question, especially Jason, I cannot wait to fucking fight my friends and teammates in
Yeah.
a battle, Combs, that you will be honest about what you
The
have.
way
Absolutely.
Jason was so disappointed when you were like, no, it doesn't mean that you have to fight them.
I
He was
really
like,
was
oh.
like, this is going to turn the tides of this whole story.
Yeah.
26 to Ari.
God
Amazing.
damn.
Yeah, max for you.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice.
And then with my third
So you got an
action,
action left, yeah.
I shall shoot this pawn.
The pawn one. The
The
purple is the
pawn.
one that's injured.
Okay, I'll shoot the purple
Just
one.
has
then.
and it technically doesn't have shit cover because Ari's
They're
prone
laying on the
between
ground.
you.
Yeah.
Purple is the critted one.
Yes, purple has wounds on it. Green also had some wound on it because Arthur decapitated it,
Yes, that makes sense.
which I imagine more is like vivisecting it.
Right.
Ew.
Good word.
I don't-
Thank you.
But I don't like it. 17.
Oh, that is it's a miss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Figured it was. I
But that
did
was a-
my job. I
That
did
was,
some
that was
good
a
healing.
damn fucking good
Mhm.
turn. Lucky, it's your turn.
Lore check on purple.
Before we
Yeah.
get too far on his lore check, does battle medicine treating wounds, like, does that get rid of bleed?
It does not
No.
get
Okay.
rid of bleed.
It does not.
It does not. But it does mean that Arthur at, what was it, like a 2d4 bleed has like multiple turns before he's unconscious again.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What's your bonus on occult?
Great question. I think it's a 9.
That sounds right. Okay, I think you're gonna be good here. Yeah, what are you interested in, friend?
Yeah, it's a 9.
Yeah, what are you interested in?
I don't remember what I've asked about.
You've asked about their weaknesses. You asked about saves, and I let
Saves,
you
I
know
remember
that like
that.
will's your way in, and fortitude seems to be a strong suit for them.
Okay.
Thinking about other weaknesses or things like that. I feel like you always go for weaknesses.
Yeah, I like weaknesses. Or
You feel like the way their body is moving so much, and this is why I always like to try to think about lore checks. It isn't, and maybe it is that Lucky at Night's like, all right, he's got like flashcards, gibbering mouthers. Okay, those have. But I think a part of it's got to be like a little bit of observational. And I feel like from what you've shared, Lucky is someone who had to adapt really quickly and like he had to learn on his feet or else was in a really bad way.
Sure.
So I think you're watching the way that like the slashing hit of a sword, it wounds them for sure, but like they're moving so much that they can reshape around it. I think you think that bludgeoning damage, like that maybe the fact that they're moving so much the benefits of the movement of their form wouldn't help as much against bludgeoning damage. So I think you think there's probably a weakness or an advantage to using bludgeoning against them.
Okay. I don't know that helps me, but I will tell the party.
Hey, I mean, so you got that. Obviously, you've
Bludgeoning
also
damage, guys.
You've also clearly picked
Fine.
up on the fact that if you use slashing, they will get to bite you.
Yeah, also don't slash.
Arthur responds with, I have a cat named Peaches.
Okay.
Wow.
Right, confused. Actually, Trent, since you did take damage, you do break out of it. I think you get like
there's a check, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and if you want to roll another will save. Although I feel like, no, here's it. If
Was
you've
this
gone
your
fully
flashback?
unconscious, I don't think you're confused anymore. That's a house rule. If you're fully unconscious, unless it is an ongoing magical effect.
So
So,
now your next flashback has to be about Peaches the cat.
Okay.
yeah. Which came from a can.
Right.
It was put there by a man
In a factory
downtown.
downtown.
Damn, that was good.
All right, I'm attacking purple.
All right. And it is off guard to you. Well, as much as it can be. It has that fucking like all around vision shit.
Yeah, that is a 25.
Oh, that's 100% a hit. And it is not immune to precision damage. And
Great.
You've seen the weakness in it. Is this a piercing weapon?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. No reason. Asking for me.
14 damage.
Cool. 14 damage. It seems to have no additional like reaction or like doesn't resist it. It doesn't get to a strike back. 14 just goes straight through to the dome on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna aid
Yeah, what are you feeling?
Arthur
Okay.
on his next attack with deception.
Oh, I love it. I was about to say, I realized in giving you all aids, I want to make sure that aid is not as good as guidance blankly. No, of course, guidance, there's no check. It happens automatically. So I think guidance is also blanket and can be used for anything the player's choice. So I feel like where I really want to make sure I put some balancing factors on aid is that aid will need to be pretty narrow.
Okay.
So I really like that it's on Arthur and it's on Arthur's next attack, not
Yeah.
the second or third. So that way I feel like, because a lot of you have guidance. Guidance is dope, and I don't want guidance to be like, well, why would I do an action on guidance? Aid is better. Guidance is super versatile, so I wanted to keep that value. So I'm going to try asking for some more specificities on aid, and you just knock that shit out of the park.
Sweet.
All right, Arthur, you've come to. Your
Yeah.
sword's on the ground, which actually, you're kind of in a great spot for that, because you already dropped your sword from the crit.
Yeah.
You're at wounded 1 now. You're
wounded
no longer confused.
2?
No, because you lose your dying condition and you gain a wounded condition equal to your previous wounded condition plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not like if you were at dying 3 and got revived, you suddenly go to wounded 3. But next time you go down, you'll gain your new dying plus your wounded.
Gotcha.
I was off on that for years. Trent, here's what I do want. I think you've
Yeah.
lost your confusion, but you're not immune to it. So please give me a new will save on coming to around all of this sort of like screaming.
Okie dokie.
This unearthly,
Oh, fuck.
unhallowed. There we
there's
go.
a bunch.
Someone over 50 you can trust.
That was going to be really low.
Actually, no, that one says you have to be tough to fly the heavies.
That's better. That's a 19.
That is enough. You are
Okay,
immune
good.
to it for a minute. All right, at this point, the
Okay.
whole party's immune. I'm not gonna have to fucking ask for those saves.
Unless this lasts a long time.
Yeah, you're right. I think we're on like round 3
Yeah,
at
that
this
sounds
point.
right.
I am going to stand up.
Okay. 1 action.
Okay, no reaction. Good, good, good.
I realize like, why is Trent being quiet? He's giving
What
the furtive
happens?
I am going to pull out the ranseur,
ooh, okay.
and I'm going to attack purple.
The dead man's ranseur.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's from the Fairy Keeper.
Yeah. For the record, I used my
Aw.
patch for Trent in case someone's keeping track.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty low. That's a 16.
But 1 second. An aid on your first attack. Go
Oh,
ahead and
yeah,
roll.
yeah.
What's your training in
Oh, yeah.
deception, Lucky? Are you an expert in that?
I'm
I feel
an
like.
expert.
All right. Deception is 100% on. This feels appropriate to me. These things have a lot of eyes, though, so I'm going to make it a little higher. I'm going to make this DC on this 18.
Well, I got a 24, so.
Awesome. So it's a +1, Trent. Still a miss.
17. Yep.
But, you see Lucky like trying to like fake it out a little bit.
I've been rolling so low.
It's been months like this,
I
dude.
know.
Like, even in our fucking Age of Ashes
You know
game,
what?
you've just
It's
been.
because Jane gave me this die. I'm
No,
good with this.
You,
Wow.
Jason gave you this.
Oh,
die.
yeah, sorry.
Wow.
I mean, you're like the same person.
You can't put the bullets back in the gun. It's already shot. Fire's already shot.
All right, it's the purple one's turn. I think it doesn't necessarily intrinsically know that Ari is up. And I think Lucky just got a snick attack in at it. So
That's fine.
it feels like it's going to go for Lucky. A snick attack. Yeah, I've realized that when I'm like in the zone having fun gymming, I just start putting arbitrary extra, usually vowels in words.
Did it have to move?
Yes.
I'm going to cast a reaction spell. Will save, please.
Oh,
Do I need
Yeah.
to take bleed damage?
yes, Trent. And you know what? For being honest about it, let's give you a New Zealander Steinlager patch.
My favorite.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll. It's 2d4, and then you're looking for a DC 15 flat check to stop that. All right, will save. And Ryan, your blood magic is active? So am
It
I getting
is.
penalties?
No, I took the diplomacy buff.
Okay.
I literally took max damage.
I rolled a 20
So that makes me sad
because I missed
the
it by
DC
one.
is 20.
Mm-hmm.
If only you take the other blood magic.
And so you treat. No, disregard.
Okay.
Carry on. I'm not even going to talk.
All right.
Let's sigh.
Now, also, don't forget, you do have Dangerous Sorcery. Oh, actually, it's called something new in Player Core 2 now, but
It's just built in.
Yeah,
It's
but
just called that feat that everybody used to take is now just built in.
because Paizo is like,
Yeah.
look, if it's basically a mandatory, you just take
Yeah.
it. Trent, how'd you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Oh, man.
I took max damage from the bleed
And then,
of 8. And then, I missed the flat check.
okay. So let's take a step over. Lucky, it's coming for you. Do you want to...
Nimble dodge.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good fucking roll, though. That's a 30 to hit. Is that,
Sorry, I took a drink. Yes, that's a hit.
is that a crit, though? I feel like with Nimble Dodge, it's not going to be a crit.
Not a crit.
I feel like that's a couple of patches. Like, I do want to make, like, little signs for you to hold up so you could just, like, you're bidding on an auction, hold up a Nimble Dodge sign.
It would have been a crit without nimble dodge.
Nice.
This is a
have a
Nimble
lot of those.
Dodge Appreciation Day.
It sure is.
Nimble Dodge True thing. Okay, so not going to be horrible. This is going to be 9 points of damage
Okay.
plus a d4 bleed. And here we go. Third action, second attack. Ooh, not a strong roll on my part, if you know what I mean. 15 to hit is, I'm sure, a miss.
That is a miss.
Now it's the pawn's turn. It's right in front of you, Trent.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like it has to.
Absolutely.
I can't excuse it. And as a GM, I wouldn't be doing my duty to the listeners or to the concept of actual malice if I didn't attack you.
You're delaying.
It's because you don't like Trent as a person, right?
Yeah, that's why.
It's not. I really love Trent. He's one of my dearest friends. All right, here we go, Trent.
Not anymore.
17 to hit.
Miss.
All right.
Nice.
Second attack. I think it's probably a hit still. 29.
Yeah.
And that's a
hit.
natural 20. So
Oh no.
Critical
Okay.
hit.
Okay.
he's right next to the cleric.
Dying 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he goes down on a crit, doesn't he go?
You'll be dying
Jane.
3.
He'll be going to
Shut
dying
up.
3.
Isn't he? Wasn't he at dying 2 before?
He was at dying 2,
Dying.
but he's at wounded 1.
So he'll go to dying 3
Yeah,
automatically,
there's dying
Exactly.
3.
Yeah.
All right,
and
Trent.
then die.
Roll a d4 or a d6 for me. You have all gone into an
4.
area that's slightly above level for you, if that makes you feel any
Oh,
better.
cool. Thanks for telling us that now.
That's fun.
Well, look, it's great for the plot. Think of the drama. Oh, okay.
You owe me a flashback.
Dude, Arthur's mom's going to get into town and he's going to be fucking dead.
Yeah.
What a
Both
terrible.
sons
Yeah.
Both
What
sons.
a,
Sons.
And a
sad.
dad.
from the same
Yeah.
group of
Yeah.
people.
Yep.
So I'm sure
All
you're
of
going
us are
down,
like,
Trent, right?
hey.
Sorry?
I'm sure you're going down, right? At
mean, probably.
26 points of damage. And the bleed stays the same.
Okay.
Punctured lung.
Ugh.
Oh no.
You are now suffocating until you receive magical healing.
Okay.
Well.
So if it hits your turn
Hint, hint.
and you're suffocating, you are instantly dead.
Okay.
Wait, if you what?
If you're unconscious and suffocating,
Oh
Die.
yeah,
you're just dead.
yeah. Okay.
I'm at dying 3 as
We know
well,
that
right?
Yes.
about passing out in the water.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
shit.
Yep.
The
So
bright side is you won't have to remaster your character.
It's true.
Just build a new.
there's that alchemist.
The alchemist.
All right. There's technically a third action.
Name is Liv.
We know who you.
He hits my body and kills me.
No, there is some goodness in the world. So it has a 10-foot movement speed. So it'll move right to the south. It'll kind of swing to the south of the purple pawn towards Jonas, starting to work its way to the other side of the room. That's exactly how far it can move. Jonas, it's your turn as this thing just starts like almost rolling over itself to get to you, like a crawling body inside of like a weirdly sewn up sack.
Sounds good. Jonas is going to Buddy Christ, point and thumbs up
Oh,
at
no.
Lucky and cast Scatter Scree
Nice.
Ooh, what does that
at
do?
bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
It's like throwing rocks at it.
Fuck
I like
yes. Is this an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
You going for purple, which is wounded, or pawn, which isn't? You have line of sight to both with no cover to either.
Purple.
Okay. All right. Oh God, is this just the coldest table in the summer we've ever felt?
Yep. Yep, sure is.
And then I will look at it
Does
and
it
say, shut your mouths.
You gonna bond that
Bon
bot?
mot.
All right.
You got a
On
+1 to your diplomacy.
the one that's coming towards me
Okay.
with the +1 to
Now, what
diplomacy.
language are you bonding that mod in?
Aglo.
But I'm talking about
Oh
extra stuff.
shit.
I'm going to bond mod in Aklo because I know the cleric didn't work. I don't think it worked in common, so I'm guessing, and I know this language, so
That's
I know
correct.
it today. Is it correct?
That's correct. So I'm giving you a patch. We're gonna give
Yay!
you. I think it's just the second armored Hell on Wheels.
Nice.
Very
That's
cool.
going to be 29 on the Modius Bonius.
That's you're just shy of a crit, but that's a success. So what happens? You know what? 1 second.
Yep, person.
Talk us about bonding the mod.
I just dropped my wedding ring. On a success, the character or creature in will be Pan.
Yep.
Will be -2 to both perception and will saves for 1 minute
Oh fuck.
until it responds with an equally classy retort. So -2 to will and -2 perception. So perception for high checks, will saves, so on and so forth.
So
Have
here's the
fun.
funny thing. These things, I don't think they actually can speak. They can understand it, but I don't think they can speak. So this fucker's just like boiling underneath, like, oh.
That's so frustrating.
All right. It's a strong Jonas turn. Ari, you're on the ground. You've come to.
Yeah.
This thing's screaming above you.
Yeah. That's awful.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to get up
Mhm.
and it also has to be another action to grab my kukri. Correct.
If
That
you have
sucks
quick draw, you can
so
draw a new
bad.
weapon out of you, but it has always been my house rule that you cannot quick draw off the ground because
Punch
it's
it. Yeah.
about like practicing out of sheaths
Can't
really
like kick
quickly.
it up to your hand.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Bludgeoning's good.
gonna grab.
You got some
Yeah,
fists.
that's true.
Catch these
That's
fists.
true.
Yeah.
My punches aren't very good, but
I don't think anyone's really are.
Just monks.
Just monks.
man, I don't have quick draw.
What's that?
I don't have quick draw, which
Quick
I feel
draw
like I
them
should.
fists.
I can quick draw on initiative only because of a feat that I have.
Yeah.
So that's not great. Okay, yeah, I will just stand up and punch this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go for the punch.
Yep.
Little fist of fury.
Because I don't want to get bit by some ridiculous
That's a really good point. I didn't even think of
mouth.
that. I also give you 2 actions. Do you want to trip it
Ooh,
first?
that's good.
Well, you're attacking. You're punching it first, regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch it first and
Okay.
then maybe also trip it later. I don't know. 26 to hit.
Okay, that's a fucking hit.
Woo! Okay, it's not very good. So 6 points of damage.
Its weakness triggers, and it will take 11 points of
Ooh.
damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
All right. Did you add your precision on that?
I did, yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
you do get little precise feasts.
Oh, actually, right.
So it's
So-
2 more, I believe.
Yeah, 8.
All right.
Yeah.
So that becomes 13
13.
points
Nice.
of damage.
That's
Okay.
a tough fist.
You know
Also-
right where to hit him.
Just so gross. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
having to just punch a gooey. Ugh.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like punching
that.
silly putty.
I hate that. Okay,
I
and
can
then
imagine that sound right now.
Don't.
Mhm.
no, don't Trent. Stop what you're doing. All right, now I'm gonna go for the trip. Maybe we can end this
Okay,
on
this
some
will be your second attack
panache.
penalty. And remember, player core 2, you're getting a +1 on this attempt, an
Right.
additional +1 because
That's right.
swashbucklers kind of got a little. They got some juice in player core 2.
It's a miss.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I trust you. Hey, Nikolai. You hear Arthur on the ground next to you.
And I'm like,
Ew.
oh damn!
I think I'll attack
I'm
the
gonna single action heal. See where I get him.
So I'll say I sent Jason, or maybe it was also Trent, a great TikTok that was just like when the cleric for the party wants to use their spells for combat instead of healing, and it's like a person goes down, the cleric's like, well, all we can do is pray.
So you get 8 points of healing.
Okay.
You are
Wasn't a
no longer
great roll.
suffocating, and you are
Mhm.
now wounded 2, which means on a crit you will instantly die.
Thanks.
What's the
For
worst
the
that could
listeners,
happen?
that's because 2 + 2 is 4 and you die at dying 4.
Unless you have Die Hard or whatever the new feat's
Yeah,
called.
Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
I
do
I
not.
think
Still
so
Die
called
Hard.
Die Hard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's
I'm
that's,
gonna
just,
hit
No, it's
you.
actually called Die Hard 2 now.
that's Die Harder.
Die harder.
Die Harder.
The 3 action is with a vengeance.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you can get haste, you can live free or die hard. Go for that 4 action.
This bit's gone
I'm gonna-
on longer than it probably should have.
Like
I
the
gave you
Die Hard
another-
franchise.
It's like
Another
Fun.
single action, 10 points of additional healing.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Jason is over here trying to actually play the game.
We're still playing, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm going to try to shoot
Got this.
purple.
Purple mouth.
21.
Is a fucking hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, way to go. Get that damage in there. Let a rastal guide you.
Dude, 2 8s. Look at that shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
So that will be, just 16.
Yeah, the math's easier that way.
Yeah.
All right. You're getting some work done on that.
Holding it together over here.
He's that one's looking bad. It is a big help that Trent just one hit KO'd one of these fuckers.
Yeah, that was good.
That was crazy.
Ari, at the end of your turn, take the D6 persistent bleed and roll a D20 looking for a DC 15 flat check to stop bleeding. Lucky, it's your turn. Yeah,
All
because
right.
I forgot to do it on your
do it.
turn.
Okay.
Just go ahead and handle that off screen, if you will. Lucky, how you feeling?
Fine.
Feeling lucky?
Maybe.
All right.
Let's move to the corner. So I'm moving. What direction is that?
I'm south. If you're moving to the south to flank.
No. I'm
Oh, you're moving to
I'm
the
moving
east.
away. Yeah, east.
So you kind of retreat to the eastern corner of this room, over to the same wall as Jonas. You pull back to that side, get a little space on you.
Yeah, I'll do.
No reactive strike.
Okay, good. I didn't think so. But,
No.
And then I'll do another lore.
Yep, and I know your bonus now. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything else I can give
Yeah, I
you.
don't know. I know.
It does have, you haven't seen it, but you've seen the way the mouth moves, and you feel like you've seen like sacs inside of the mouth that would lead you to believe there's a spit attack of some kind.
Why every
God.
turn do you make these worse?
Because they're aberrations.
They're
Getting
so
worse
disgusting.
and worse.
Look, this is like an OD&D creature, and I'm just
Ugh.
trying to give it some
It's good
the
stuff.
love it deserves.
Hey, that's a good attack. 26 to hit.
That's a hit, and you get your sneak attack. Yeah, so they do have some kind of ranged attack, and you're gonna guess it's something like acidic or caustic or body horror adjacent.
11 damage.
Damn. All right, putting the work in. Okay, that's gonna make it Purple's turn.
Oh, I'll aid Ari this time on her
Move,
next attack.
Action attack. That's
Oh, I
three
forgot
actions.
I moved. That's right.
Yep. All right, it's the
Wait. Oh, yeah.
it's the purple one's turn. Ari's right there. I think it has to go for.
Oh.
What was that?
No.
Okay. Are you going to attack?
Nimble dodge. Yes. Always.
Yeah. Here we go. I think that's okay. No, that's probably still a hit. That's going to be 23 to hit.
Damn it. That is a hit.
Okay.
Exactly a hit with nimble dodge. So stupid.
Ooh, that's good damage. That's 19 points of damage. Is that down for you?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry.
It's not.
You're right. I should not
What do
question
you think?
Nikolai
Yeah. What do you think this is?
I mean, I thought she was going to be down too.
because you did like I think you healed her for like
You healed me
26.
26.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, it was him
But
that
then you
was
took
lower.
bleed
I
damage.
took 1 point of bleed damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trent saw it.
Well, the good
was
part of
true.
you rolling your own bleed damage is going to be low.
Yeah, exactly.
hey, honestly, Jane's been on fire lately.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to take bleed
and
damage
she
too.
is no longer
Yep.
bleeding.
I am no longer bleeding. I
Yeah.
rolled natural 18.
It was
God
like the
damn.
best possible outcome.
yeah.
All right, here comes our second attack, Jane. 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
And a final shot, 16.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, that was a quick turn. Arthur, how you doing, buddy?
What happens if you crit like stopping a bleed? Do you like push some blood back in and just
Get a little. You get
Extra
one
hit
hit
point
point back.
Nope. You just get to feel real good about
Oh,
that
that's
20.
funny.
I'm not feeling phenomenal.
Really?
But, so here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I'm going to lay on hands twice to heal 24.
Okay.
And I'm going to get the Ren Sewer in my hands.
Well prone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can just do like the laying pool shot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I mean, that's my turn.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Setting up
But
for
now
later.
you should do the pull shot. The kank.
All right, it's now the pawn's turn. And you know what? It's going to go for Jonas.
Will
so-
save, please.
Whoa.
Oh.
-2 on the will.
All right.
I hate you so much. 21. You say 21.
It's 21.
I think all terrain on its way is unaffected.
Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing. It actually does have to move through difficult terrain to get to you, so it's going to take
Yeah.
2 actions to get to you because its movement speed is shit.
Ryan just made direct eye contact with James when he said, "I hate you so much." There was
hate you so
visceral.
much. No, it's like and I played Scatter Scree wrong because I was looking at the wrong spell. The last spell too is actually a reflex save and not a.
You know what then? No. Hey.
But it's a long time ago, and it would be 2 squares. I was looking at Tanglefoot for whatever reason.
So no, here's the deal. It has not yet been your turn, and I'm feeling good.
Okay, so
Reflex saves?
Reflex saves on both.
Okay.
If one of them dies, this is gonna make me sad because I'll feel bad about the chess piece.
All right. So here we go. The northern one, the purple one, its reflex is coming in at a 19,
Fail.
and the south one at a 24.
Okay, a fail and a success.
Yep. Do you want to do the same roll for both?
Sure, that's gonna be 9 damage for the failure and 4 for the success.
Okay. So the failure will take 14,
Wonderful.
and it's
other one
looking
takes 9,
rough.
right?
Yeah, correct. And that'll be the first damage on the other one.
Hell yeah.
All right, that one has now gotten to you, and it has attacked, and it was 28 to hit.
This is going to be shocking to the listening audience, but that's a crit.
Oh, I did not know if that would be a crit or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, pretty good roll on that. So it's going to be 24 points of damage and 2d4 bleed.
Wonderful.
But that's its whole turn, which means it didn't get to grab you.
That's good.
We're
Oh,
having
wait, I need to
so
get
much
bleed damage.
fun.
Fuck.
Yeah, thank you, Trent, for
Uh-oh.
remembering.
Roll low this time.
I did.
Okay, good.
Jonas, it's your turn.
Jonas is going to.
Things right here with you.
I'm going to move 5. I'm going to move towards the GM to the north, and then to the.
No, I'm GM south, so
Your
that'll
south,
be southwest.
so south, and then to the west. I'm going to move all 5 squares as far into the difficult terrain as I can go.
Yeah, so you'll go 1, 2, 3. You'll get right 1 square fully into the difficult terrain, patching at the bottom.
Yep.
So yeah, you'll kind of run. You'll circle around the room clockwise. You'll get into this area where, and this will be interesting. This is what I'll say. I think is really interesting. Is what you've noticed is that like where these creatures are going, like the ground is shifting around them, almost as if like they're turning stone into mud with their touch.
Wow.
Except this here is different. Like somehow this part of the room seems unaffected, but weirder in a way that you can't really check out until you investigate it more.
2 action cast Blazing Bolt.
Fuck yeah, it's a classic for a reason.
Purple pawn.
I trust you. Let's get some good rolls here.
I rolled the same exact numbers the last time I tried to 2 action cast this.
You want to turn that patch in?
Yeah, but I can only do it for 1,
Correct.
right?
Yes, because it is technically 2 attack rolls.
Yeah,
So pick
so
one you want to reroll.
here's a patch.
The purple one's beat up pretty good.
Purple one's beat up, so here
Purple
it
one
goes.
looks rough. Do you you can hit the purple one?
24.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Let's talk damage. Yeah, I don't know what it is about playing this podcast that some of you just get ice cold.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because like I've had Ryan as a GM, he's certainly not cold then.
18 fire
Dead.
damage.
He's lying on me.
Nice.
When he's
Good job.
jamming, he's making it up.
when he killed my character in
Yeah.
Delta Green.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rick's
to
dead.
be fair, and to quote plagiarize the famous Gary Gygax, I didn't need to kill you. You did that to yourself.
Oh, 100%. I literally stayed to try to save someone else's character.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you carve this thing up into little pieces, and it just smells uncomfortably like a slightly rancid fried pork
no.
belly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and so you said 2d4.
it smells delicious
Yeah,
in here.
2D. Yeah, because it can crit
that
you.
fish on a
2d4
stick?
bleed, standard, persistent.
Okay. This should
roll
be
off.
pretty fun.
Yep. What do you got?
That's going to be 8 bleed.
Wow, you and Trent just hot at all the wrong times.
Hot at all the wrong times.
But you stopped bleeding.
I
Come on.
rolled this. It like dropped it on accident and stopped, but picked it up.
Okay.
No, 16 on the dice.
So you stop bleeding.
Yep.
Nice.
Good day. Ari, it's your turn. This one left alive, it's got a lot of hit points.
Ari goes up the stairs past Nikolai and leaves.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna run
I
over
wish you
to
all the
this
best in your
thing.
new life.
Thank you. This sucks so bad. Ari's going to take an action to run over here, do a running like soccer slide tackle into the goo, try to trip it
Okay.
Into the goo.
into the goo. Oh,
Hey.
26.
Oh, goddamn.
Nice.
For a trip?
Yes.
Yeah, it's fucking tripped.
Nice. Okay. Panache gained. And then Ari is with it on the ground, going to try to confident finisher punch the goo.
Punch
like
the goo.
trip it, punch it.
Awesome.
Punch the Goo t-shirt.
Oh, no.
That's a miss.
Oh, wow.
With cages.
I punched the goo.
Okay. So here's what I'll say. Your finisher still deals your precision damage.
Uh-huh.
And precision damage does count as the damage type of the weapon dealing it. So you will
Okay.
still deal bludgeoning damage to it, which
Nice.
will trigger its weakness, and it will take damage.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that is 4 damage.
4 total?
Finisher plus precision
Okay,
damage.
I did that wrong. All right. And is that your whole turn?
Yep. Whole turn.
Awesome. That makes it Nikolai's turn. What do you got for us, Jason?
What's the state of my friend here? You awake,
Yeah. I'm okay.
but you look rough.
She looks much worse than I do.
Does she?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Much worse than
All right.
Ari is the pinnacle
Ari
of
is like
fashion and
missing a
fame.
tooth and like bleeding
I'll
everywhere.
do a little 2-action heel ski on you.
Nice.
That's always good.
17.
Cool.
Great.
17 points of
Ah.
healing.
Thank you. Sorry, I was getting instructions.
And then I'll do
I was adjusting mic levels and letting Jane know, like, you're good to go a little louder if you want to.
I'll do what shall I do?
You can aid. You can shoot a bow.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna aid. Can I pray to aid on
Prayed.
to for Ari's next hit?
You would know this better than me. I need you to answer honestly. Is there any sort of existing relation? Like, is there much of a relationship between Erastil and what's his drunk face?
Caden Killian.
Caden Killian? Not specifically.
He doesn't mind him, but from what I understand, he kind of thinks he's foolhardy and
Cool.
a little bit.
So here's what I'm saying. Because you're praying, the DC is going to be slightly higher because
Okay.
your gods don't super good. So it's not the
Okay.
DC 15 aid. We're going to go back to the old school DC 20 for an aid.
Okay.
Because like they can see each other. It is about protecting a like sort of found family for you,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like an easy.
But she's
But
a heathen.
Erastil is just a judgy bitch and is like, if you weren't just doing all this dumb shit all the time.
He's
Which is
just
why you guys don't like each other.
he's
Yeah.
like a pick,
See,
he's
you're
like a
proving it.
bootstraps god.
Yeah.
Like just strap, like pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
All right. What would you roll in the? Oh, sorry. Save the aid.
Yeah, save the aid.
All right, Lucky, it's your turn. Ugh,
All right. I guess I'm going to.
there's only one of these things left. It's on the ground. It is off guard already.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Zari tripped the shit out of it.
I want to use predictable.
Okay. And
which
this is you're going to make
is-
a perception check, I believe,
Yep.
against its deception DC or its level
or
DC
hard DC,
or a hard DC
whichever's
for
higher.
its level. Okay, I've got that number. You can go ahead and roll that open. That's
Okay.
totally fine.
21.
Oh, just missed it.
Okay.
You want
So failure. Okay, so no benefit. That's fine.
Yeah.
I assumed that was the case. Just want to make sure there wasn't a negative.
Yeah, your
Um,
crit fail has a penalty on it.
All right, I'll attack.
Sink some arrows into that, John.
Yeah, let's try and get 2 attacks off this time.
Come on, heat up.
I
Heat up.
forget how hard this is to read.
Yeah, do you want a different D20? We have so
I have
many.
other D20s. I dropped one though, so it's gone. That is a 25.
That's a hit, and it's off guard. So you're going to get that sneak attack. Just sort of like when snakes attack.
Mm-hmm.
10 damage.
All right.
And I'll attack one more time. Why did I roll that one again?
Do you want to just roll a different die? I trust you.
No, it's okay. Because it's probably a miss anyway. 19.
Because Ari tripped it, that hits.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Ari is sort of like the group's debuff bard.
Mhm.
Like you're not giving everyone +1 to hit, but you're
Ari is John Cena.
9 damage.
Sorry, listener.
I like how you said there's
Like,
one
what?
listener.
hey,
about that too?
Sorry,
we have
listener.
3 listeners.
One of them is Matt.
Yeah.
That's how we get listeners. We just slowly bring people on to the show
Yeah.
so they care enough to
Anyone who's
listen.
a guest is a listener now.
All right, that makes it. Then purple's dead. That just makes it Arthur's turn.
Okay. This is very dangerous. He's going to stand up.
Okay.
Be a hero, Arthur.
He's going to athletic rush
Now you're going to athletic rush to staying 10 feet away.
to get within on the opposite side of Ari.
Okay, you like full flanking,
Yep.
but 10 feet away,
All
right?
No,
Because you have reach with the weapon.
I know, but I want her to get flanking.
No, if
Bonus.
you're,
You're
if
still
you're
flanking
threatening,
still.
Yeah, if you're
I'm still
threatening it, then you
threatening?
flank.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that then.
I was like, look, I appreciate you playing it here, but you don't need to do this, bro.
And I will attack
All right.
with the rancure.
What's the worst that could happen?
I fucking
Rolls
die.
a
That's
1
the
and
worst that could
stabs
happen.
himself and dies.
That is a 23.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Where's my D?
Bring it home.
That's a D12.
Now, is the Rancer
that's a
slashing or
D10.
piercing?
Piercing.
Ooh, nice. I appreciate the tactical pivot everyone's making to off weapons. This is honestly a great use case example for why you bring
That's
an
a
off
one.
weapon in Pathfinder.
5 damage.
Okay, that all goes through. Okay. That makes it its turn. It's unsure what to do or where to go. It's a chaotic creature,
It's sitting there. I don't know what to do.
but I think it sees. But here's the deal.
Ew.
Its eyes across its body shift. They move on their body to almost like a predator position and all on one side, staring at you, Jonas,
Oh.
as
thought it
you
was gonna
stepped onto
explode.
this area.
Oh, snap.
And it's going to take an action to stand up.
Somebody's watching me.
And then I
Ooh.
do believe it's going to take. It can get to you with another action, but only just barely, and then it'll get an attack on you.
It only needs to take a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These things have horrible movement. Okay.
Well, they're blobby mouths.
I think this is going to be a crit.
Palabi mouth.
That's going to be a
Oh, no.
32 to hit.
God damn it.
Liberating steps.
So, yeah,
Oh, okay.
But is that a crit?
It is a crit.
It's okay. So first liberating
We'll
step.
be the judge of that.
So you're going to reduce.
Reduce the damage by 6.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you can step. if
Can
you
I
would like
in
to.
difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Even if it's
I
difficult?
think
Yeah.
so.
There's a feat that lets you do it. That lets you upgrade around that. You can step out of the difficult terrain if you
can step
want, but
out.
Oh, you can step out.
Mm-hmm.
no, you're right. I do
Mm.
step into, not step out of. Yes. So no, you just reduce the damage.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So here's what's going to happen. You're going to take 32 points of damage, but you reduce it by 6, right?
Okay.
Yep.
So it goes down to 26.
So 32 minus 6 is 26. I have 8 hit points. That means I'm dying too.
Yes. With the bleed on there.
With the bleed on there for fun.
Ooh. Okay.
Shit.
Okay. So I moved you in the initiative order.
We're about to solve the werewolf problem.
Yeah.
You guys are all fucking
We're
dead.
just all gonna die.
Yeah.
And I think at this moment, you can kind of feel the weight of this place. Remember that eye that you feel like is watching you from outside of space and
Yeah.
time? You can feel that just weighing down on you, Jonas, as we go to next week's episode.
Oh my
Oh.
How'd you do that?
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.